So much. So hello everyone. I'm Aditya Vohara and I'm currently in the grade 11. I was a part of fall cohort and I did my research on the topic of the potential of seaweed aquaculture as a carbon offset mechanism, biofuel source, and a bioremediation tool in the case of India. The area of research was in environmental sciences with specialized focus on seaweed aquaculture. Before starting, I would like to thank Josme for his invaluable support and guidance throughout the journey. I would also like to thank Stephen, Dhruva, and the entire Lumiere team for the support throughout. So first, the background. Can you please change the slide? Background. Yeah. So seaweeds are living marine organisms that belong to the group of non-flying plants known as Thalophata and grow submerged in intertidal environments, subsurfaces, and shallow water up to a depth of 100 meters. Seaweeds are of basically three types: green algae, red algae, and brown algae. In India, roughly 865 seaweed taxa exist, with 60 species being commercially important. Seaweeds are majorly cultivated in the regions of Gujarat and Tamil Nadu. However, there has been a recent shift to use seaweed for pharmaceutical purposes, biofuel source, rich protein source, and highly nutritious fertilizer. From a global perspective, commercial harvesting of seaweed has achieved historical levels of 31.2 million tons of annual production and market value of US dollars 11.7 billion. Seaweeds production is led by China, followed by Indonesia and the Republic of Korea. On a global share of aquaculture, Asia contributes to 97%, United States contributes to around 2%, and and Europe contributes to around 0.8%. Methods and analysis. The next slide, please. Yeah. So first, literature review. I analyzed, discussed, and compiled original research papers. More emphasis was given to broad worldwide research papers focusing on seaweed cultivation because India's physics papers were very scarce and outdated. For these research papers, around 80 papers were studied from various authors, most notably M. Chopin, T. Chopin, and Campbell, and then discussed for feasibility in India. These papers provided a holistic insight into A, the current status and the problem seaweeds could solve, B, the benefits associated with large-scale seaweed cultivation, both environmental and economical, C, the limitations associated along with the potential solutions, and D, the two potential models which can be implemented in India. Second, qualitative case studies. The research papers primarily focus on two case studies. First, a case study of Ramananthapuram district in Tamil Nadu was analyzed to observe the economical impact and the women empowerment levels associated with large-scale seaweed cultivation in India. Second, a case study of Eastern Canada was also studied and then discussed for the social acceptance of integrated multi-tropic aquaculture made products. A positive correlation was seen, and hence this gives a green light for the cultivation in India. And lastly, the findings of the paper. So firstly, seaweeds are found to be the findings. Yeah. Firstly, seaweeds were found to be an ideal source to solve the planetary emergency of climate change by reducing methane emissions from cloud bridge, sequestering carbon over long periods of time by seaweed aquaculture belts, reducing carbon emissions from agriculture by replacing synthetic fertilizers with seaweed constrained manures and reducing agriculture emissions. Secondly, it was found that seaweeds could significantly impact the marine ecosystem by acting as a bioremediation tool by absorbing the excess nutrients, minerals, and heavy metals, and hence preventing eutrophication, act as a coastal protection structure by reducing wave energy, and lower the impact of ocean acidification by maintaining a constant pH. Thirdly, seaweeds are found to have immense health benefits associated with them, like lowering the risk of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and having therapeutic effect in surgeries and brain injuries, along with their pharmaceutical usage in the treatment of cancer, goiter, and other diseases. Economically, it was found that seaweed was significant economic boosting activities for coastal fishing communities by providing employment, leading to an increase in the income, living standards, and purchasing power. Finally, seaweeds were also found to empower women as female led the production process most of the region and hence giving them greater authority over the income earned. To conclude, we identified two potential models that could be implemented in India. These are IMTA and coastal CO2 removal belts, which are currently being developed in Korea. So the basic aim of IMTA is to create a self-sustainable system in which the waste product of one organism is used as a food source of other organisms and hence creating a self-sustainable cycle. Along with that, few challenges like an undeveloped market with uncertainty in seaweed demands, lack of incentive for seaweed biomitigative function of nutrition recovery, and others needs to be resolved before seaweeds could be implemented on a large scale. Hence, all of this requires more research and development efforts. Hence, to conclude, seaweeds have huge potential as food source, have environmental and economical benefits, along with solving the planetary emergency of climate change. Thank you so much.